Hi folks, welcome back to my tutorial. And for today's video, we're gonna talk about how to connect an external effects processor to your mixer. And for those of you who haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe now for more tutorials. And now, before we continue to our discussion, I would like to apologize because this Lexicon Alex digital effects processor is currently under maintenance. So for the meantime, we'll be using this Pockverb Amoon. And this one is specially designed for guitar as an effects. And now, let's just take an overview about this discussion. We have 4 different ways on how we can connect this effects processor, as far as I know. The first one, we have this input, connect it directly to the effects, and then connect it to the mixer. Second option, we have this input, connect it directly to the mixer, and then use a channel insert. Option 3, we have this input directly connected to our mixer, and then use an auxiliary send to effects, and then return to main. And the last but not the least is we have this input, connect it directly to our mixer, use an external auxiliary send to effects, and then return to channel. Okay? So without further ado, let's do it one by one. Right now I have this guitar cable. I'm going to connect it to my guitar. Okay. Then connect that guitar directly to the input of our effects processor. And then take the output of effects processor and connect it to the input of mixer. Right now, I'm connected to channel 1. Okay? Put it up. The effects is dry. Strum it. No effects, right? If I turn this up, okay, there's effects, right? Now, this is normally done by guitarists, and you can see this pedal board right next to the guitarist on the floor, where they can access these effects using their feet. And the thing about this setup is that it will only affect this particular channel, which is your guitar only. And you cannot use this setup for other channels. Okay? Again, this is our first option. Okay? Mute the channel. Unplug the cables. Next option will be connect the guitar directly to our mixer and use a Y cable. Now, we have this cable right here. Okay? And it looks like Y. Okay? We have this one end here and 2 terminals on the other end. And we call this Y cable or TRS to 2TS. Okay? And the way we connect this cable is that we plug it to our insert terminal, this TRS, and take the other ends of the Y cable, connect it to our input of external effects processor, and take the output using the other TS. Connection will be something like this. We take the signal from this insert terminal, send it here, and then from the effects, take it back, going to the same terminal. Okay? Now, take it dry, unmute the channel, let me strum. So no effects, right? If I turn this up, okay, the effects is there, right? Now, what is the difference between the first and the second? The only difference is that if you will check on the diagram of this particular mixer, which is Mackie CFX12, it says here that from XLR or line in, it will pass through the gain knob and high pass filter and then go directly to the insert. Okay, it means if we adjust this gain knob or this low cut, it will affect the signal going to the FX processor. And again, it will only affect this particular channel, okay? And this is our second option. The third option will be, again, mute it, unplug this Y cable, send using auxiliary. And what does it mean? Right now, this particular mixer comes with 4 auxiliaries. Again, we have this master faders here going to the main, and our auxiliary send, we have this rotary knob going to the auxiliaries, okay? Auxiliary 1, this will be our volume, okay? And this is the master send for auxiliary 1. Then auxiliary 2, master send. Auxiliary 4, which is the FX2 internal, comes with built-in FX processor. And the way it works is that you'll send the signal, for example, channel 1, send it to the FX processor. This is the master volume for this auxiliary 4, okay? Then send it to our main mix, auxiliary 1 and auxiliary 2, okay? These two guys right here. Now, if you're not satisfied with this FX processor, of course, you can use an external one. And the way we connect it is that we'll be using this auxiliary 3. This is the master volume, and the output will be taken from this terminal, FX send. Okay? Plug it there, connect it to our FX processor input, and then take the output of FX processor and connect it to this stereo FX return. Now this terminal comes with left and right, and this actually is like a channel similar to our channel 1 to channel 12. So let's say this is our channel 13 and 14. In this case, we can use this FX for multiple channels. And again, send it with this volume knob, okay, through this terminal going to the input, and then take the output back to the channel 13. And the volume of channel 13 will be this guy right here. Again, auxiliary 3, okay? FX1 external processor. So right now, I'm not sending signal, okay? Unmute the channel, strum, okay? No FX. If I turn it up, okay? And if I want to use this same FX processor, for example, to a second input, let me plug my Shure SM58 to channel 2. Check test, check test, check test. Right now there's no effects. Check test, check, check, test, check. So I can use it with my channel 1, channel 2. Then let me just add one more channel. Channel 3. Check test, check, 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 test, check, 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 test. Okay, there's no effects. And check test, check, 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 test, check, check. So by doing this, we can use this same external FX processor to multiple inputs with different levels using this auxiliary 3 knobs here. Now the problem with this setup is that this channel 13 and 14, which is the stereo FX return, will be sent only to our main mix using this knob right here, and we cannot send this FX to our auxiliary 1 and 2. Okay, that's the problem. And the way we resolve it is that instead of plugging it to our stereo FX return, again, mute it here, I'll unplug this one and connect to another channel. Okay? In this case, my effects is fed to channel 8. And right now, I have this gain, I have this low cut, auxiliaries, EQ, pan knob, mute, and master volume. Okay? Again, let me just take this out. And strum. No effects. Turn this up. Okay. And if you will notice, the effects return comes in stereo, which means we have left and right. The reason is that there are some effects that is stereo, just like ping pong delay. It comes with, when you speak, it will have delay like check, 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 something like that. And right here with my Lexicon effects, you will see that I have this guy right here. So the way we connect it is the take an auxiliary send, okay? Take an effect send, plug it to our input, which is mono, and then take the output of the effects processor, left to left and right to right. In this case, you'll have an stereo effects. Again, this is stereo, but then the problem is you cannot send this channel 13 and 14 to auxiliary 1 and 2. And the best thing you can do is, if you have this stereo output, plug it to another channel. So I'll plug it to channel 7, plug it to channel 8, and this is the best that I think so far. And again, my biggest apology, because we cannot use these effects right here. Thanks for watching out, guys, and I hope you learned. And if there is a particular topic that you want me to discuss, let me know. If I know, I'll discuss it. And again, thanks for watching out, guys. Have a nice day.